Today we're going to be talking about money. Milk. Hey everybody, Heather here, and if you're new to my channel, I go by HeatherJustCreate. I'm a vlogger, creator, and entrepreneur, and I'm documenting my entrepreneurial journey through vlogs on this YouTube channel. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Today I want to break down my income streams for me and document it in this video and share with you guys, because what I've learned in a year of doing this is that every day I feel overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that needs to get done, and I've realized that overwhelming feeling comes from the fact that there are just so many ways to go about what I am personally trying to accomplish, like my own goals, okay? And we can talk about money, we can talk about how many people I'd like to empower, we can talk about how I want to develop my skills as a vlogger. Like I have a lot of goals, and you know, every day I could just get lost in that to-do list, and sometimes I stare at what I am working on and I'm like, how is this contributing to what I really want to achieve in terms of the bigger picture? Shout out to Carissa for this notebook. We talked about it in a previous live stream, but this is a part of her entrepreneurial stationery line that she's creating. So it says like a boss, and that's what I'm going to be doing today, putting the CEO hat on and bringing down all of my income streams like a boss. I'd love to know what you think. That's why I'm putting it out there. So if you have any questions or comments or feedback, feel free to leave them in the comments below. So I broke it down into two categories. There's one category of income streams that are already in place and they're already established. And then there's the other category of streams that I need to spend some time on, work on it before it gets to a level where it's really making the amount of money that I feel like it could. I'll start with the types that are already set up. First, my clients. So for my clients, they make up my largest income stream at the moment, and I do stuff like social media marketing, marketing consultant, community management, and content creation. For most of my clients, they hire me on like a monthly retainer, and it's just till one of us kind of decides to break the contract. So that's great because I know for sure that every month I'm going to make X amount of dollars. There are some months where I have clients that come in and it's like I make a video for them or something like that, and it's just a one-off. So sometimes I do have to do some business development, but I feel like I'm at a point where that business development effort that I used to put could be dedicated to other things. Then there's Google AdSense. Basically, it's the ads that are on my website and also the ads that you guys watch before my YouTube videos. And lastly, affiliates. There is an amount of business development that I can do because, you know, pretty much every business, every company has an affiliate program, so I could figure out how to become an affiliate and ambassador of other companies. But for the ones that I have set up, mainly Amazon, that's doing really well. It's also kind of like Google AdSense because it could be hit or miss depending on the month. Right now it's doing very, very well, mostly because of Iceland. After coming back from Iceland, I did several vlogs on my trip there. I still have a lot of footage that I can make. Honestly, I just haven't gotten around to it, but I made a packing list vlog. I made like a top 10 tips to visiting Iceland vlog. I have a whole playlist on Iceland, and the most searched term that people type in to get to my channel is Postmates, but then the second most searched term is Iceland. Alright, so here's what I need to work on, and again, I just want to convey to you guys that one of the trickiest parts of entrepreneurship is that there is no right or wrong way. Everyone is going to have an opinion on how to run my business and your business if you are trying to start something, but I want to do it my way, and heck, if I don't know, if I'm not doing it as efficiently as possible, that's why I'm documenting it, so that I can look back and learn and share what I'm learning with you guys. First, Patreon. I used to talk about Patreon a lot, and my Patreon is up, but I just haven't had the chance to really promote it and market it the way that I know I can. I've learned a lot since I've set up my Patreon, even though it was probably just a month ago, but I've learned so much, and I've come to a different level of confidence in myself and what I'm trying to do. For example, it's still a weird idea to me that I have fans. Like, that's something I'm always just going to struggle with, I think, because, you know, people watch me and think that I'm a YouTuber, and that's still something that is just weird to me. It's just, I'm a normal person. I'm just like you on the other side watching this video. I'm coming to terms with that, and I'm realizing that, you know, I got this one comment from this guy who said something like, oh yeah, you can keep, you know, pandering for handouts and donations through Patreon. I used to kind of see it that way, which is why I actually don't do a lot of call to actions to my Patreon. I really should be doing a call to action to my Patreon like in every vlog. Let's take a music artist. A musician, writes songs and then they play their music and they sell their music, right? It's kind of the same thing with a digital content creator. When I make these vlogs, they take up a lot of time. I put a lot of heart and soul into each vlog. I just really take the time to create things that I am personally proud of. And I'm realizing that, you know, for the same amount that I would have paid to get like a Backstreet Boys CD, I always compare it like to the Backstreet Boys, because they are the Backstreet Boys. Like, when I was a fan of the Backstreet Boys, I still am, but when I was a fan of the Backstreet Boys like in high school, I just remember how much I was willing to like do for them and to listen to their music, and you know, I couldn't wait for their new stuff to come out, and I had like merch and stuff like that. So I try to go back to those days, but it's kind of like, you know, I paid $13 for a Backstreet Boys CD, right? And that's kind of what you can do with Patreon to support me, is that you can pay, you know, $12 a year, $1 a month for me to create these vlogs. Now, you don't have to, right? I'm gonna create them anyway, but for the fans, okay, so like Heather, the equivalent of like Heather the Backstreet Boys fan, I would have been more than willing to pay. I mean, I did, you know, I bought every single one of their albums because I wanted to support them and I wanted to digest their content, which was their music. On top of that, with my higher Patreon levels, I really tried to make it so that there was value exchanged and it wasn't just like the Heather show. So with my lower Patreon levels, it's like, you know, you could pay, I don't know, $1, $2, $5, $10 to get like exclusive extra footage and then also be a part of my Patreon community, which I think is very important for fans. But also for the higher level ones, for example, like my empowered entrepreneur level, that's $15 a month. And with $15 a month, you basically get like private business coaching with me, and sometimes my mentor Sid, sometimes my accountability partner Carissa, and any other person that I feel could provide sound business advice would be part of that. You know, there's like a lot of opportunity with that, and I feel like $15 a month, that's like totally something I would have paid for, and honestly I would have paid for more than that looking back when I was first starting out as an entrepreneur, because I had no one else to turn to. Like, there was no one I can go to. And so for you watching this, if you are an aspiring entrepreneur and you relate to me somehow, or you're trying to do something similar, that's why I'm offering that level, because I honestly feel like there is a lot that I can help you learn based on my own experience of a year, so that you can hopefully do it faster. Like, you can learn from my own mistakes that I've already made and the things that I've seen success with. And the other levels go on and on. Obviously, I have a digital content creator level and a vlogging level and stuff like that. So yeah, it's all set up. My Patreon is there, but I haven't promoted it. I haven't pushed it out. I haven't really connected with the people that I feel like would benefit from it. You know, I haven't taken the time to educate them on what the rewards are and what they can get out of it and stuff like that. The second thing I want to do is promote my vlog. And specifically in terms of income generation, I want to offer to businesses and brands the ability to pay me a certain amount of money to be the theme of an upcoming vlog. To me, this is like a win-win. You know, I feel like, okay, I'm not at the point where I have like a bajillion, you know, subscribers and views and stuff, but if you've been watching me for a while, or if you've even left one comment, like, to me, I think you can get an idea that I have a very engaged community here. My Postmates community is a perfect example. A lot of you have discovered me through WeWork because I make a lot of vlogs being at WeWork and interviewing people from WeWork. And even most recently is my car accident, because I've been going to Long Beach Collision Center and I've been live streaming them. I'm making a promo video for them. I've, shouted them out on Facebook and stuff like that, and they've already seen the return because they're getting new customers. Like, the owner called me the other day and said that one of my fans came in with an Audi and asked for one of their services. So it's already paying back for that business, and I feel like it's a win-win for me in the business because I love learning from other entrepreneurs and other business owners. So, and I already do that anyway. I already create vlogs where I'm interviewing people, and a lot of you have said that I'm really good at it. So like, that's just something that comes naturally to me. So to set it up where I have the opportunities to develop my vlogging skills and my interviewing skills and learn stuff about entrepreneurship is definitely a win for me, but it's also content for the business that is evergreen. My vlogs are there forever. So even though I made my most successful Postmates video, which is at, I don't know, 53,000 views right now, back in September, like, people are still watching that video every single day. So again, it's evergreen content. It will live on YouTube forever. And if anyone were to search Postmates on Google or on YouTube, or even try it with WeWork, I can guarantee that my video, my vlog is going to pop up in the first page of results. In order for me to offer that as a service, I need to create a website that shows the benefits for the business. And that would be showcasing my demographics, my metrics, so like how many channel views I have, how many subscribers I have, and then also these case studies like for Long Beach Collision Center and WeWork and stuff like that. Now the third stream is Teachable. And I laugh because I've been talking about Teachable since freaking I don't even know, November. Actually, yeah, I know, because I made my first class on Teachable, the online personal branding class for teens, in November. But I want to make a Teachable class on how to use video. I've come up with the name and I've come up with the curriculum, but I'm still trying to figure out who exactly it is that I want to target. It's a certain type of entrepreneur, maybe like a solopreneur, right? Someone like me who is willing to take the time to learn something because they're bootstrapping and they're on a budget and they can't pay somebody to make a bunch of videos for them, so they want to learn it themselves. I feel like the course is just it's all here. It's in my head. Some of it's already written out on paper. I just need to take the time to create it. What I really like about Teachable is that, it takes a lot of time in the beginning because you have to create the course, obviously. But then once the course is created, it's up, and you honestly don't have to look at it ever again. Like, it's just all automatic. It's all on autopilot. Someone can visit the sales page, the video's there, the course description's there, they click enroll, they register, they pay, and they just go through the class. Even if I can get 5 students to enroll every month, that's $500 if I charged $100 for it. I'd love to get that up as soon as possible. It's like, there isn't a day that goes by where someone doesn't ask me, Heather, like, how do you vlog? Heather, how do you do video? Heather, I've never done this before. Heather, camera shy. Heather, I don't know what to make a video about. Heather, I want to use video to promote my business, blah, blah, blah. Like, all these people around me are already asking me, like, how they can learn from me, and I feel like, well, I might as well just create the course and here, clearly there's a demand for it. So anyway, I'm going to try to figure out what is a realistic deadline for me to create that course, and of course I will be documenting that entire process. So if any of you are interested in teaching an online course, specifically on Teachable, I'm going to walk you through the whole thing, and that'll be its own playlist, which I'm really excited about. And then lastly, Sharespark Media. If you guys are new to my channel as of this year, 2017, you probably don't know what Sharespark is because I haven't been talking about it. I had to put it on the back burner just because I saw more momentum and more success with this vlog channel and my personal brand, HeatherJustCreate, because that's where the momentum was. That's where I decided to put more effort. But Sharespark is my baby. Like, Sharespark is the reason why I quit my job. It's the reason why I decided to become an entrepreneur in the first place. To this day, I haven't been able to figure it out, but the reason why I bring it up in this video is because lately, so many people have been asking me about it, and it's making me wonder if maybe I'm now in a position to start dedicating more effort into Sharespark. It is something that I am very passionate about. I won't go into it in this video just because I want to focus on just the income streams. But basically, it's a movement to educate and empower people to utilize digital media to achieve meaningful goals. And I feel like Sharespark needs to exist right now because of this special time in human history where you have a generation that grew up and lived without the internet, and now you have a generation that has never seen a world without it. I feel like there just aren't that many conversations talking about how you can use digital media productively. It's like everyone focuses on the bad things, and I think the reason why is because of this generational gap. Over the past year, I knew that I had to build an influence to get to a point where I can do that better, or the path to create Sharespark was more clear. Alright, so I rambled long enough, but I hope you guys can see that there is no right or wrong way to do this. And I guess that's what makes it extremely challenging, extremely overwhelming, but so damn exciting that, I mean, this is what keeps me going. It's just like, yes, I'm stressed, but I'm just like, oh my god, this is so cool that I get to figure it out on my own. I get to do it the way that I want. I love doing vlogs about my life and, of course, my new booster board, and, you know, just being outside and the more visual vlogs. But I also want you guys as subscribers to not only see what it's like as a day in the life of me, but like how I'm trying to build this whole thing. I want you to, I don't know, just take something away from it. Just know, like, this is how I decided to approach it, and I will keep you up to date as to exactly how I'm going to carry out this plan, what works and what doesn't work. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Bye!